Hi guys! So, naglalakad ako ngayon kasi mag-exercise ako dahil wala naman akong gagawin sa mga oras na to. So, that's where I'm heading. So, anyway, this video is not about my exercise or anything, but this video is about something that an ALT here in Japan or slash English teacher does in a school. Or ano ba yung mga tasks, or ano ba yung mga specific jobs na ginagawa nila, or namin. I'm going to share with you all those things later if nakahanap na ako ng lugar na pwesto. See you. Wow! Kurishika! Akit tayo doon. Wala siya. Kailangan ko kasi maghanap ng pwesto. Ayoko dyan dahil may init. So, doon tayo. Dito na tayo papwesto. Okay, hi guys. So, finally, I found a place. And this is, I think, the right place. Pero medyo nag-e-echo. Okay, so I think here I sound better. Kasi parang doon, parang nag-e-echo yung sound ko na parang hindi ko maintindihan. Anyway, medyo maingay guys. So, pasensya na. Outdoor tayo today. Wow! Alright. So, well, this video, I am making this video para may idea kayo kung ano yung mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa namin bilang mga ALTs or slash English teacher, parang ganon, dito sa Japan. So, I have listed 3 major tasks that we do and 3 minor tasks na hindi naman talaga super obliged, hindi naman talaga siya yung talagang kailangan mong gawin, but something that you have to contribute to the school. So anyway, so being an ALT here in Japan, actually, ano siya, I can consider it as one of the best jobs here in Japan in terms of workload, kasi napakadali lang ng trabaho, hindi siya hindi siya nakaka-stress, and chill lang. The 3 things that ALTs do here in Japan are as follows. So let's start with number 1. Okay, so an ALT usually assists the JTE. So JTE stands for Japanese Teacher in English or of English. Parang nakalimutan ko. Basta, Japanese English teachers sila. So, usually pag ALT ka, hindi ikaw yung main teacher. So, bali, inside a classroom, dalawa kayo. Or pag sa elementary, minsan 3 kayo. Pero pag junior high school ka, 2 kayo. So, meaning to say, you will assist the JTE. Although, meron namang mga times na, okay, anyway, there are times na ikaw yung magiging main teacher, but that doesn't happen really always. That's a super rare instances. Depende kasi yun sa school or sa JTE mo. So in this case, you are an assistant language teacher. So what you will do is you will assist the Japanese English teacher in the classroom when it comes to pronunciation. So kasi may mga words na hindi nila kayang i-pronounce, and then you are there to support the JTE to help her or him with the pronunciation of some words, or sometimes to read a dialogue or a paragraph, whatever that the JTE needs you to pronounce for him or for her, so that the students will understand clearly and will hear the correct pronunciation of the words. Tingtingin ako kasi baka may dumaan. Okay, so pronunciation, you will assist the JTE with the pronunciation, with the spelling, kasi sometimes nakakalimutan nila kung paano mag-spell ng words, especially yung mga words na may O, U, O, S, or mga receive or mga double letters. Yun, tutulungan mo din sila doon. And also correcting the grammar sentences. I have a note, yes. So yon, minsan yung task mo is i-help mong mag-correct ng sentence. I mean, like, you help them correct during writing time. Pag sentence construction time na, you have to be there to go around the classroom and help the JTE with the corrections of the spellings and the grammar of the students. So sa elementary, super easy lang ng mga sentences nila. Usually they just make 1 to 3 sentences. So ayun. For junior high school, medyo dun na, mahaba-haba na yung sentence na ginagawa nila. Minsan paragraph na yon. So, you have to help them out about that. But anyway, yun lang. So, apart from that, yun na talaga yung gagawin mo like almost every day. So, super easy, di ba? Next, second. Number 2, being an ALT, you are actually not an English teacher na talagang English teacher ka dito sa Japan. But being ALT is you are like a cultural ambassador. So being an ALT, it is like you're cultural ambassador of your own country, representing your country, of course. So it's like it's a cultural exchange. You tell them the culture you have in your country. Like example, sa Pilipinas, ano yung ginagawa natin sa Pilipinas, mga traditions natin, mga beliefs natin, mga festivals natin. So, parang ganon. It's a culture exchange. Kasi Japan is a little bit, parang exclusive na country yung Japan. And, parang there are a lot of things that they don't know yet. Ayun. Kasi nga, yung English nila is too limited. Ayun. Kaya, being an ALT, you are there to open windows for them. Parang buksan mo yung ibang bintana o pintuan ng mundo para sa kanila. So you educate them of other culture of your own country or other countries that you know. So parang ikaw yung mag-share ng information to them. And at the same time, they are learning English, right? So yon, that's number 2. You are a cultural ambassador. Next, number 3. So, of course, being an ALT or assistant language teacher, you are expected to speak English at all times. Kasi very important talaga na magsalita ka ng English kasi you are there to help the students become comfortable speaking English with you, and so that they can also use that when they go outside their school or when they travel to other places that they have to speak English. So it is very important that you have to speak English at all times. But truth is, if you're an ALT, hindi mo talaga maiiwasan na hindi mag-Japanese, sa totoo lang. Kasi not everything, hindi lahat ng sinasabi mo naiintindihan nila. So, and also to get their attention at para mapalapit din sila sa'yo, you have to speak Japanese as well. But Japanese first and then you say it in English, or English first and then you try to translate it in Japanese in a way na maiintindihan nila, pero uulitin mo ulit sa English. So yun, you are expected to speak English kasi parang pinadala ka sa school na yon for that purpose, para masana yung mga students, at the same time yung mga teachers and other staffs to speak English with you. Although it's hard na English at all times ka lang talaga, but you have to try. Kasi, you know, pag nasanay kasi sila na may someone na nag-English, mapipilitan silang mag-English. And at the same time, they can slowly build the confidence of using English as another language na they can use to converse or to talk to other people, especially with foreigners, right? So, yun yung mga major, or those are the major tasks of an ALT. Usually, sobrang madali lang, hindi siya nakaka-stress, at basically, you're just there to help the English teacher. So, the expectation is of course from them and you to help out lang. So, parang ganun. So, those are the 3 major things that an ALT here in Japan or slash English teacher does. in a certain school, elementary or junior high school. But there are some ALTs too who go to high school. Now, let's go to the minor tasks. So, yung mga minor tasks naman na to, hindi naman talaga siya kailangan gawin actually. You have the option not to do it. Pero syempre, bilang pakikisama, you have to do it. Parang common sense na lang talaga. So, first one, you have to help clean the school. So, in Japan, the students are obliged to clean the school usually before they leave the school or like after lunchtime. So even the teachers, the principal, the vice principal, everybody is cleaning the classroom. So parang ang weird naman na ikaw uupo ka lang, 'di ba? Titingnan mo lang sila. So of course, as part of your common sense, you will help, 'di ba? So tutulong ka sa paglilinis ng school, magwawalis ka, magpupunas, anything that you can do to help is greatly appreciated. So, parang ganun siya. And next, of course, and the next one is, of course, you have to participate in school events such as sports day. So, kahit hindi ka mahilig sa sports, itry mong sumali. Kung ayaw mo ng takbo, then you can try to join the badminton or table tennis. Try to learn kahit hindi ka marunong. Kasi if they see you trying to learn and if they see you trying to get along with them through sports, they will like you. They will like you a lot. Alam mo yon, in Japan, doing sports is really a big thing. So kung may sports kang sinasalihan or sumasali ka sa mga sport activities nila, masayang-masaya sila. Talagang amazed na amazed sila. Kaya, ayun, hindi siya obligatory, hindi siya mandatory, but at least try. So, also, yung speech contest. So, these are some of the minor tasks as well. Usually, pag junior high school ka, kailangan mong tumulong sa sa speech contest. Hindi siya talaga super major obligation kasi pag ayaw mo naman, edi mag-file ka ng leave and then bigay mo na lang yung responsibility sa Japanese English teacher. But I mean, you know, you can help kasi nga being an ALT is an advantage for them. I mean, is parang malaking tulong ka, 'di ba? So next, of course, you have to join the clubs. So usually most schools, they have clubs. So if you have to join the clubs. Not necessarily na mag-stick ka sa isang club. I mean, like, pag may cooking club, try mong pumunta doon, tapos makisali-sali ka, tingin-tingin. Wow, ang sarap naman yan. After nun, may share ka.
Amazing!
So, diba? After nun, may pagkain ka. Joke. Pero yes, true. After nun, dahil natuwa sila sa'yo, dahil makita nila yung interest mo, after nun, may part ka ng food. Or mga, ano to? Yung tahi-tahi. So, ayun, if you're into it, or kahit hindi man, just try. Just try to home economics, yung kateka dito sa Japan. So, try mo lang. I mean, you can stitch or sew something. Masaya-masaya sila pag nakita ka nilang ginagawa mo yon. So, something like that. Okay, so, again, help clean the school, participate in school events, like sports day, speech contest, and then you join the clubs or club activities. So, those are some of the minor tasks or minor activities na pwede mong gawin, not to impress, but para pakisama lang sa mga teachers, and so that the students will see you being interested sa mga activities nila, sa mga ginagawa nila. It's really very helpful. So, yun lang guys. So, being an ALT here in Japan is really a very less stressful job, and you are earning naman na makatarungan. For me, for us, especially for us Filipinos, it's makatarungan. For foreigners, of course, hindi. Kasi they're expecting higher salary. And at the same time, syempre, if you're an ALT, you can have the chance to travel anywhere here in Japan without worrying of the visa, or without worrying how long you can stay in Japan, you know. So yun, guys. So those are the things that an ALT does in the school here in Japan. Oh, by the way, so if you're an ALT pala, usually naka-assign ka sa public schools. So kaya hindi din siya ganun ka nakaka-stress kasi nasa public school ka, so parang wala silang mga kota-kota na hinahabol, unlike sa mga eikaiwa or parang private companies, English companies. So dahil school, kaya chill lang. So yun lang, guys. I hope you were inspired to try to become an ALT here in Japan, and I hope someday you will experience what we experience here in Japan too. So thank you for watching, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about Japan or about ALT job, or if there's something you want to know about our job or about Japan, please leave a comment below and I will try to make a video about that. So in my next video nga pala, I am going to discuss with you how much does an ALT earn here in Japan. So, well, see you in my next video. Bye! Thank you for watching.